Scott, disappointed. I come all the way over to the blue side and there's no hot cup of coffee waiting for me.
Well, I think I've just spilt it on me, so you can get us some more in a little bit.
Okay.
Well, the blue team decided, let's build something that we can use on the construction site. They're all contractors, plus we can sit and drink coffee on. So we came up with a toolbox rolling seat.
Kind of like a coffee caddy.
Perfect. Coffee caddy is what it is. Anyway, so you have a toolbox.
Yeah.
They're going to build this out of a wood frame, have drawers that slide out with tools. But up here we've got some seat backs that actually fold down as a lid. You know, when you want to sit down, you fold it back up, you can sit down. There'll be a cushion here. You can lift it up, get into the tools that way too.
You know what I like about this? You can actually take this on the job site.
Right.
So it's your own personal piece of furniture. It functions as a toolbox, and when you want to take a break, you just flip up the back, sit down, and
That's right.
relax like your living
Well,
room.
the boss can sit on this,
Yeah.
roll around the site, and just keep yelling at people. Do this! Do that!
Stop yelling at me! I'm going to find coffee somewhere else.
Bring me some.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Bob's running a handle through the rotor to round off the edges. Their plan is to attach it to the side of the bench using rope. Our teams today have wasted no time getting started on their construction. Both sides were told to involve coffee cups in some way, and they sure have. While the red team's building a mini cafe in the shape of a coffee cup, the blue team's working on a toolbox for a construction site that also serves as a coffee break area. When we come back, we'll see if both teams can stick with their creative designs and still beat the clock. For more information about any of the projects you see here, or for other building tips, log on to our website at DIYnetwork.com. In the warehouse today, we have two remodeling companies going head-to-head, and they're showing us who the experts really are. On the red side, it's one-stop remodeling. On the blue side, it's classic remodeling. When they arrived this morning, the teams had no idea what they'd be building. Once we told them that they had to incorporate coffee cups into their projects and that they would only have 8 hours to build, both sides quickly drew up designs. With help from our carpenters Scott Branscombe and Sherry Ray Russell, in our warehouse full of supplies, both sides now seem to be moving along. Let's get a progress report.
We changed up a little bit with the laminate because we found that the plywood that we're using to go around the curve won't curve around that tight of a diameter, so we had to change our material. So we're going to take this laminate, which is a lot more flexible, and curve it around our structure there so we can get the radius that we need. So we had to change from using a piece of wood to a plastic laminate. This is normally you find this on countertops.
A quick change of plans? Hope that doesn't slow them down.
I'm going to lay out a square on the bottom of my bar stool so I can place my legs at even intervals throughout across the bottom so they're balanced and don't wobble. We will then take our plates, set them in the corners where they're, put them in with wood screws, and then set our legs, screw the legs on, and they'll be stable and solid.
All right, we had to change from the wood to the laminate because the wood wouldn't curve around, so we kind of like this color anyway. It's just a finished product. So what we're doing now, we glued up on our structure here. We put a lot of glue here. We had to beat it up heavy so that it'll actually make contact and come off again. Then we're going to tack the edge. Tad's tacking the edges now. He's pre-drilling it so it doesn't crack the laminate. And then we're going to put this on the edge of the laminate to cover the edge, and that'll come around the structure and cover the laminate, and it'll become a finished piece, and it'll hold it in place.
Making the handle for the end of the toolbox. We're going to go ahead and round all 4 corners, drill a hole through here, and mount some rope to the end of it so we'll have a big handle to tote the toolbox with.
Of course, they need to get casters on the bottom too, and the clock is ticking away. I don't doubt these pros.
What I'm making is a lap board. So I think when you're sitting there having coffee, You can also need something to write on, so we're going to put a piece of cushion on this back side, and then you can set it on your lap and have a nice firm writing surface.
Making the pieces here that are going to go around the edge of our coffee table here. What we've got is on this bench here, we're going to have bench seats on either side with padded seats, and in the middle we're going to have this compartment that raises up above the deck. We're going to finish it out with a nice tile where we can put all our coffee cups while we're having coffee, and then I'm going to finish it out with an edge treatment like this, and then come back and grout all the tile in.
If you want to display or hang your coffee mugs, you really don't have to build a big, elaborate structure. You could do something really easy and still get a great effect. Let me show you. I picked this up at a local hardware store. It's nothing more than a hat rack. And you can see they come pre-made. The dowels are already in place, so it makes the job easy. All you have to do is cut it and modify it a little bit so you have two pieces. And once you have your two pieces, what this does is go into place like a tree. Do you see that? You just sandwich these two together. You'll end up with a structure that looks like this. Now this is already glued and screwed, and now we're ready to add the hardware. I got over here a simple bun foot. You can see there's a bolt already in place, and I used the opposite side of the hardware, put it right into the trunk of the tree. Now all we have to do is connect point A to point B. Let me show you. Put it in place, start spinning it around, and look at that, before your eyes, we created a beautiful coffee mug holder. Do you see that? It's locked right in place. For more information on turning something simple into something special, check out the website at DIYnetwork.com.
Back on the red side, Mike's using the radial arm saw to cut 5-foot-high backrests for the stools. The team decided to go with long backrests so they extend below the seats and serve as a leg.
I've laid all my tile out on the table and covered the entire table, and then went around and marked it with a pencil, and then took it over to the tile saw and cut it out, and I'm bringing it back and laying it out.
While we were away, Mike secured stone-like laminate to the seat backs with contact cement. Now he's using a J-roller to get rid of any air pockets. Meanwhile, Scott's working on cushions for the stools, wrapping fabric over the padding and stapling it to the undersides of the seats.
Hey, Ted.
Hey, Ed.
How are you?
Good.
I was admiring the construction underneath. This is a pretty sturdy table. And you are doing a great job in the tile because you're getting square tiles and putting them in a circle.
Right, what I've done is I've laid out all the tile and scribed it from the underside, and then took it over to the wet saw and cut the angles. And next I'll thin set it down and then grout it.
Thin set it, grout it, and then you just have the process of wiping and rinsing that sponge,
right.
And that's what takes some time.
And then we're going to run a trim piece around the edge of the tile.
Well, you're cutting the tile, but unfortunately, I can't cut the clock. 4 hours have passed, there's 4 to go, it's halftime. I gotta go now.